Welcome back, travelers of the internet, to Brighthelm Recording. This is your host, Master Barco, playing the Pillars of Eternity 2. And last we left off, we found the cult of Rymrgand. Or, we say cult. He is kind of okay to be worshipped and stuff like that. And we defeated his messenger, supposedly. Feelings are, mega church leader guy we'll have to deal with later. But for now, we can just carry on and deal with the temple underneath the Harbingers, or this glacier, iceberg thing in the middle of or at the edge of the dead fire. Right. Oh, the undead dragon's getting back up again. I gotta kill it a second time. Oh, I think he's been called.
Weren't exactly expecting that, were we?
Nope. His god demands him, I guess. So here's where we want the ice pick, eh? Is that the only way in? I guess so. Brewmaster. Frozen fishery. Alrighty. The flat plane of ice rises above Harbinger's watch. It angles slightly outwards, overhanging the settlement like a protective curtain. Climb with ice picks. Hefting the ice picks you took from Vatnir, you step up to the wall. You swing one of the picks down into the ice, burying it. Slowly and very carefully, you ascend the sheer wall. Your muscles ache by the time you reach the ledge 24 meters above. 24 meters, and we passed 2 hours doing that? Oh, wait, so like 24 meters? I don't think that's that far, really. I don't think I would take me 2 hours, but I am quite the athlete. The top of the iceberg spreads before you, a jagged mesa of solid ice broken by ancient crumbling ruins. The sea shimmers in the distance, a silver ribbon demarcating the horizon. That's a new word.
God's a fucking life. You know this be twice as tall as me as it be to the rest of you swabbies, aye?
That's right. It is at least twice your height. There's a tripwire there.
Did you look at this?
I wonder what trap it would have triggered.
One of my eyes be open.
And a second. Once again. What would this trigger? Because I don't really see anything.
Scallywag's hoe cap.
Frost shades. What kind of ritual is happening here?
This is futile.
Let's go. That's not very helpful. You like that?
Me too, man.
These uns are in for a walloping. After him. I need something stronger. Do it again and I'm taking it away.
Perfect. Auto AI decided, you know what would be great against that ice? Fireball.
Sure.
One after my own heart. Candied nuts. The temperature has slowed the decay of these corpses. Their lips are peeled back in a collective grimace. What were they all staked for, or tied up for. A few weak strands of spirit essence clings to this frozen corpse. Cold air rushes over you as you fall into the curling spiritual remains. A vast expanse of white flashes before you. No, shimmering silver. The sunlight on the sea and breaching it in an iceberg. The dead flow. Nakili raises her oar, points the dripping wood towards an inlet. You row and time slides away. They seem to manifest from the fog, long and tall, with harpoons and axes. One rides atop a God's damned bear. Akili cries out for peace, one of the few phrases you know in the Glamfelin tongue, but the pale elves don't seem to hear. The snow turns pink, then red. They're roasting Jarok's wolf. It smells delicious and you hate yourself for that. Kumik sobs. He's hanging from a post, hands bound above his head, same as you. You draw in a cold breath and tell him to be calm, to be strong. Nakili would have found us a way to... Nakili would have us to... Oh my goodness gracious, I cannot read. I need to clean my eyes or something. Nakili would have us find a way to freedom, or else meet the beast of winter with honest gratitude. Nakili is dead, he says. Fuck the beast of winter. None remain. No, you remain. The others swirl about you with the snow, howling and hungry, dead and lingering. You've seen no one else. No Inutanic, no Glamfelin. For days, you've seen nothing save fog and snow. And then the fog shifts, splits, steps towards you on hoofed legs. Its horns curve upwards, caked in rot. Twin ice-blue eyes, crusted and rheumy, drink you in. They offer you mercy. You accept. So there might be Glamfelins here, who I would probably have called Glanfath. I guess they're maybe a different tribe. What are these traps for? Who's getting trapped? And where? And why? So there's the beast of winter. Feelings of cruelty and malevolence suffuse the air around this idol. Footsteps of the beast. Well, that's a nice piece of loot to take. I'll take it. Still doesn't explain the supposed traps along the way.
Trouble up ahead.
Pilgrims.
Hey.
They don't seem to like me too much, though.
Can't make a dent.
Oh, goodness. The sigil of pain. Did that do nothing? Wasn't paying attention. It did nothing. But just basic attacks, I guess.
I cannot whack him any harder.
You gotta whack it harder, I'm sorry. Don't run into the melee, you silly. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of cursive pains now.
After him. That must have hurt.
That dog won't hunt.
Alright. Horns of the Orcs. They got some good armor there.
I hear you.
I shall be dis- Why not?
Got a notion we ought to talk.
A notion about what?
Fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble. Easy breezy, wet. Sleazy.
How may I help?
Taking out that sigil of pain. It's another one. Looks like a second one. That's a sigil of death. Alrighty.
Roger.
Jyoti claps her hands together excitedly. Forgoing nibbling on her bottom lip, she beams you a sunny grin.
Guess what? No, go on and guess, really.
You've had another dream?
Not a god's darned one. And ain't that just it?
Her eyes gleam with a shining triumph. Well, I mean, it's still nice to dream sometimes, you know. Nightmares is what you don't want.
I feel so fine. Like I swallowed a star and now I got light bursting from my chest.
Well, that's good.
Can you see it in me? This happiness? It's all on account of you, Watcher.
What about your duty to Gone?
Guess you could say I underwent an adjustment of perspective. I still got my duty, but I haven't lost my light to the darkness.
The smooth column of her throat constricts as she swallows arduously.
You saved me from that.
Well, that's great, Jyoti.
Everything's different now.
She nods.
The world looks so dang bright, doesn't it? Even at night.
She tips her face up. Her eyes skim the reaches of the sky.
The sky goes all glittery with stars. Must be what the gods see when new souls are born.
As Jyoti saunters off, she sighs with contentment. Okay, well, thank you for telling me all about that.
Sure.
I bet that stairwell is how you would originally get down to the temple.
Don't suppose we ain't descending across the old line into the icy abyss?
Not with this kind of state, we're not. Let's have a little rest. Alrighty, now that we're not thrashed up, let's go. A thick spike jets from the ice here. Someone has secured a rope to it, and it dangles down the sheer face below. Let's give it a little test. It seems entirely secure. The rope itself is strong, and ice is formed around the grappling hook, freezing it in place. I don't know, it still looks sus. You carefully make your way down the rope, feet only occasionally slipping across the frozen wall. A small cylindrical object protrudes from the wall. You know, that could be useful. I could swing on over to it. I'm pretty strong and dexterous. And all that. You plant your feet, then push hard against the ice, swinging out towards the object. The item seems to be an ice pick, its head frozen over much like the grappling hook above. Attempt to reach that. You again push against the ice face with your feet, this time focusing your strength to propel you towards the pick. You reach out and grasp it, but it doesn't budge, leaving you suspended above the abyss. Just muscle it free. You twist the rope around your arm and strain against the handle. With an echoing crack, the pick wrenches free of the ice, sending shards cascading into the shadowed depths. Yeah, you ain't gonna last the tall stag. Glacier Bane. Nice war pick. Maybe a war hammer. A little hammer head to it. And we continue descending. Carefully descend the ice face. Alrighty.
Hardly a homey place for a temple.
Well, it's probably homey to Rymrgand. You always gotta take into account what the gods want. Hey, I just see that.
Sure.
Poking prod him, eh? Well, it's a good thing he ain't bothering me.
Look at this.
Well, there's traps ahead, eh?
I shall be discreet.
Ah, there's a lot of traps ahead. Go on, Seraphim. Better safe and secure than stabbed full of holes. We want to head in through the eastern cavern, or we want to keep heading around?
The Rhine constructs have been disabled, sister.
Where are the frostbitten temple guards?
Fuck the temple guards. Let us to the breach.
And then they died. Or got frozen. Perhaps by the dragon? Though, it doesn't look like there's much space for a dragon. Well, maybe he was like perched up here, and like breathed down.
Why not?
Makes a bit more sense. Do they got money? Ah, they've always got money. Okay, so there's East Cave and West Cave. If they were heading
Not sure I can.
west to get to the breach,
Happy to oblige. Real quiet now.
that's not good. That's dried.
Sure thing.
Maybe Eastern Cavern has loot and shiny stuff. Right? That's my thoughts on it anyways. Man, I am too tired to be doing any of this. I need to pay attention and stuff and actually focus my eyes, but I
Look
just
at this.
can't. What are these pilgrims doing? That's some Hierophant.
Another attack, Cap.
Let's do this.
Let's take a look.
Leave it to me.
Okay, so they had a little camp in here. Wonder why the pilgrims of Rymrgand are so hostile. I don't know, maybe they think they're doing their god's will by killing things or something. Like, you know, some cultists of Barith. Surely there's got to be a secret hatch released, something around. There's nothing? There's nothing. Like a torch, maybe? Alrighty then. I guess we'll head for the Western Cavern.
Real quiet now.
It's mine now. Leave it to me.
The dragon breached the chapel walls!
Greenhide is there! She turns her prayers to Rymrgand!
With me, sister! We must to her defense!
So, we got to assume at this moment the dragon is in the temple. Okay, so that's where it makes its lair. So that's what's killing everyone, is the dragon.
A shadow comes to muddy the light.
It's a big old fella, ain't it?
That was
Oh,
about as
that's
useful
a
as
mama
bump on a pickle.
snow bear. Goodness gracious, this is a big old fella, ain't he?
Moweth, Ixie, Alneth.
Okay. How long is it going to be charmed? For another 10 seconds? There we go. Good, just done walloped him. Goodness gracious. Get out of there, Seraphim. That glacial swipe. Mama smacked hard.
Real quiet now.
Oh, we left a little bear cub. Poor little fella. You're mine now.
Why not?
Go in my pocket, Fjord. Tunk will raise him up right. An appreciation of fine cheeses. Like Parmesan. And Wheels of Parmesan itself is so much money.
Sure.
Or are they made by the block? I can't remember. These constructs have been picked clean. A sweet-smelling liquid drips from their open wounds. Sweet-smelling? What were they filled with? Kool-Aid? Like, that's pretty efficient construct design if you can get them to run on sugar and liquid. Or sugar and water. I'm gonna say liquid. Sounds a bit more suspicious when you just say that. I put liquids in my Kool-Aid. The Temple of Decline.
Leave it to me.
The icy chasm extends to no visible bottom. There's 3 levels to this eastern cavern here. We're not going to go into the temple just yet. That's a trap if ever I've seen one. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not a trap. Seems like a trap, though. He sees me.
Why not?
Makes me think it's a trap. Mother of pearl. So one of the harbingers got down here some time ago. This imp sits on the frozen ground, rime clinging to its flesh, wings draped protectively over its shoulders. Its mouth hangs agape, and the wrinkles around its eyes indicate that they're squeezed tightly shut. It grasps a small object in its hands. What is this object? The imp's knobby knuckles wrap about what at first appears to be a sphere of solid ice, though a palpable power pulses beneath its surface, further cooling the frigid air around it. What's wrong with the imp? The imp is not as unmoving as first it appears. You catch the slightest twitch of the tip of an ear and note a slight tension in its bony digits. The creature is alive, possibly in some form of hibernation.
It would appear to be under some form of enchantment, but I sense nothing of the sort. Curious.
You alright there? The imp remains motionless and unresponsive.
Hey, this could just be how they sleep. You don't know.
Hello? The imp remains motionless and unresponsive.
You thinking it's ready for my lantern?
The imp's flesh feels cold and hard beneath your fingers. Maybe somewhere like...
You enjoying yourself there, Cap?
I don't know if we want that relic, though. Because it's like a cold thing, it could be like the key to something in the temple. But grabbing it is probably going to activate the constructs, and he'll wake up or something, and then he'll be like, kill them, you know, and stuff like that. As you pull the creature's spindly fingers from the orb, its bright blue eyes burst open. The imp leaps away from you with a prolonged hiss, its leathery wings holding it aloft.
Wormling not take my ball. It's not wormlings to take.
It's my ball now.
Go away. This place not your home. You probably die here.
No, you go away.
Imps are prone to rash behavior at the best of times, and I'd wager this one has seen better days.
How about a different ball?
Don't want wormlings things. Already have ball. Ball everything imp needs.
I'll buy it from you. 8,000 copper.
Jingly? Just shake it and hear. Maybe imp not understand question.
An imp not understand. Well, now I've heard everything.
How about a chest of gold? Oh, I buy so many balls. I'm 8,000 invested in the hole already. I might as well go ahead and do another 20,000, because maybe this is the jackpot. Maybe this is the winner. You know, maybe this will make me millions.
Don't suppose that'd be coming out of your share of the plunder, Cap?
Oh yeah, it's my share. No worries.
More jingling shiny coins than any imp could carry.
The imp's eyes widen at the sudden windfall. It presses the relic into your hand and begins to drag the box of coins away. As the orb glows in your hand, you hear the creaking and popping of cold metal echoing in the chill air. Yeah, I told you. It is important. The Eye of Rymrgand. That's probably why the breach is just open. Maybe this will close it. And the constructs are now going to come to life. Right? No? Alright. He sees me. He sees me.
I'll see what I can find.
He doesn't seem to care, though. Set up here. Check out this little, what appears to be kind of like a camp shrine thing. Ice has weighed down the structural integrity of the temple walls. Deep groans of pressure resonate from the stone. Brooch of inevitable winter. He's also got a journal. The last pages of the journal are smudged with blood. Slipped on the ice and broke me legs. Maybe it's just the white void affecting my mind, but I don't have a single regret. A lot of pain, but no regrets. Learn a trade, they said. Open a shop, they said. Invest in a wagon, they said. Plant parsnips, they said. It just goes to show you that the type of person who wants to die in their sleep lacks imagination. I'd rather die screaming on top of the world than whimpering at the bottom. So let the screaming begin. Ah! I guess that's how he ended his days. You know, he tripped or slipped, fell, wrote in the journal a bit, and then died. And screamed. Still don't like how the constructs are watching me.
Wait, look there.
Some more pilgrims, eh?
Watch it.
Oh, goodness. Papa Snow Bear. Fireball. Fireball, fireball, fireball.
You like that?
Goodness gracious. Papa Snow Bear smack him hard.
After him. This thing isn't doing the job.
Man. Papa Snow Bear. Mama and Papa just smack so hard. Wonder what that child is going to grow up into. Jeez. Want to make sure he raised up as a good boy, though. That's a trap.
Now.
There's more traps. And that's a trap there, too. And there's a trap. And more traps. I think that's maybe one more. No? Okay. Wintertide Bulwark. Large shield. Yep. That awoken the constructs and lights of similar nature. No more need for sneaking around.
Got to take this. Of course.
That's not very helpful.
Watch me work. Like flogging a figurehead. Futile. See you, me too.
Let's do this. Why not?
Alrighty. Well, there, I think we got you a nice new shield. Maybe there's not too many more troublemakers for us. But we're gonna have to go back down.
Would you look at this?
Through
Leave
all
it to
that.
me.
Is this a slide? Make it a little easier. Thick layers of ice coat this chest, sealing it closed. Well, we got Glacier Bane. With a few heavy strikes, you break away much of the ice, leaving the chest's lid accessible. Small gap just large enough for a pry bar or a kith's fingers is visible between the lid of the chest and its body. Ah, easy enough for the tall stag. You slip your fingers into the small crevice, and with straining muscles and no small amount of grunting, you pull the lid from the chest. It flies open in a cascade of splintered wood and ice. Alright. Ooh, frosty. I'll bet. Okay. Well, we gotta go through those constructs now. At least there's no traps in the way. Oh, maybe the constructs don't care. Some do, some don't. Hey there, Ranger. Papa Bear here, coming to tell you that between me and the tall stag, there ain't no hard feelings. Food was running a bit scarce on the island, see? And, anyways, while you're here, you should definitely like the video and comment down below about my young boy. I'm sure Tunk and the tall stag will take care of him alright, but father can't help but worry, you know?